Hey, what's up, my fellow jewelers? Are you ready to go and make a fantastic jewelry piece? Because this week we are making a multi-stranded bracelet. That's right. Look at this piece. Ooh, it's all glittery too. Glitter, glitter, pearls and glitter. Oh, you can't go wrong. So from this video, you're going to be able to learn not only how to make a 4-stranded bracelet, but as many stranded bracelet as you want. You can make a 3-stranded bracelet, a 4-stranded bracelet, 5, 6, you name it. But by the end of this video, you'll be able to make a couple different multi-strand bracelets. Oh, look at it, look at it. Oh, let's get started. Let's get started making this beauty. Okay, come on, let's go. So this is what you're going to need to make your multi-strand bracelet. Your tools, you always need your tools. I have my cutter tools over here, my jewelry cutters, and then my electrician cutters, which I love because I feel like they cut through wire and through other stuff like butter. And then these are just to get into a close proximity. And then I have my long nose pliers and my round nose pliers. For material, you're gonna need a lot of beads, and I have about 6.5 inches per each strand, so that's a lot of beads. You can make 4-stranded bracelet if you want, 3-stranded, 5-stranded, 6-stranded, but you're gonna need a lot of beads for this particular jewelry piece. The next thing I have is my crimping beads. For every strand you have, you're gonna need 2 crimping beads. So I have 8 crimping beads all together. The next thing I have is my wire. I have a 0.45 gauge. I have a 0.3, but I wanted to use a thicker gauge. And then I have my Lobster Clasp and my 2 split rings and 2 circular metal pieces. Now, instead of these 2 circular metal pieces, you could use split rings or jump rings, but I just wanted to use 2 rings that didn't have an end and that were completely a closed-in circle, and that's why I decided on 2 metal circles. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to string my beads. Now, I am not going to cut my wire until I have strung my first strand. I'm going to leave the wire and the beads on the spool because I like to just save on wire. I feel like I feel like if I cut it too soon, I might make it too long or too short, and I like to save on wire. So I am just going to string my beads. My beads are strung, so now I'm going to take a crimping bead. I'm going to put it through my wire. So I'm going to put it on my wire, and then I'm going to take my metal circle and I'm going to leave the crimping bead closest to the beads, have my metal circle on one side of the crimping bead, put my wire around the circle. I'm putting my wire around the circle and then through my crimping bead. That's right, put it through your crimping bead. Put it pretty close, put the crimping bead pretty close to your circle. You don't want too close because you want to have a little leeway. And then I am going to crimp my crimping bead with my long nose pliers, just like that. And then you can string your beads right through. Don't cut your wire, just have string your beads right through and make it close. Okay, there we go. And then I am going to cut my wire so that I will put it through the other round metal circle piece. I'm going to cut my wire about right there. Take my crimping bead on the other side. I'm going to take my other metal circle and I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. The only difference is we want to make sure there's not a big gap between the metal circle and my beads. So what we're going to do is I put my wire through my crimping bead. I'm going to take my long nose pliers and see, this is too much gap between my crimping bead and my bead. So I am going to pull, and if it doesn't want to pull, I'm going to pull the crimping bead down a little, and then I'm going to take the end and pull again. Pull it until it comes through. It's being a little tricky right now. Because I do not want a gap between my crimping bead and my bead. You don't want a gap because then it's all loose and stuff. And so now that I have it about where I want it, yes, perfect. I'm going to crimp my crimping bead. And then see this piece? You can either cut it a bit, but I like to put it through my beads because if it's out, it's going to poke the person wearing it. So you're going to want to put this wire back through. I'm going to cut a little bit off, but I am going to put my wire through my beads. That's right. There we go. There is our first strand. There's our first strand. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to string my next strand. Okay, I have made my strand. I have strung my strand. I'm just gonna see if they're the same length. They're not, so I'm just gonna take one bead off. I kind of measured wrong when I did the strands. You want them to be the same length, So now that they're the same length, I'm gonna take my crimping bead. I am going to put it on my wire, and I'm going to go to one side of the bracelet, and I'm going to put the wire through the circle metal piece. Put it through just like I did the other side. I'm going to put it through, and I am going to make sure that I put my crimping bead so there's not a big loop, but there's enough to have enough leeway. I want a little bit more leeway. And then I'm going to take my long nose pliers and crimp it and do the same thing. I am going to put my beads through my wire. Yeah, baby, put my beads through my wire and then push all the beads down. Yeah, oh my goodness, look at how cute this bracelet is going to be. A little bling, a little pearl, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong, jewelers, you just can't go wrong. I'm gonna cut off this side again. I'm gonna take my crimping bead and I am going to put my crimping bead on the wire and then on the hoop, put it around the hoop into my crimping bead. I am going to pull my wire and make sure there's not a big gap. Oh, so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, and then I'm going to crimp my crimping bead just like that. And do you see? Do you see this bracelet? And I'm gonna put this wire through. Yeah, and just like that. Oh, do you see that? So however many strands you have, go ahead and put the rest of your strands on your hoop, jewelers, all right? Go ahead and do all that. Yay, look at that. I've strung all my strands. Yes, I have. You've strung all your strands now. It's time to go to the next step. But can I just tell you, when I was stringing my last strand, I had them all the beads on. I had them all together. And then I tried to look at it to see if it was going to work, and it all fell off. All my beads fell off on the last strand. If that's ever happened to you, then comment below. Because as a jeweler, you know how frustrating that is when you've strung all your beads and you're looking at it and then you slip your hand or whatever happens and your beads all fall out. Oh my gosh, that happens all the time. Can I tell you, you're not alone. Okay, let's go to this next step. We're gonna wanna put our clasp on. I'm gonna put my lobster clasp through and then on my hoop, close it up. I'm gonna overlap it. Yes, I am. Aha, look at that, look at that, look at that. Now I could absolutely have this be attached just to the loop, but I want to add another split ring. Yes, I do. I want to add a little length to it. So I'm going to open it up, put it on my other side, my other loop, and I'm going to overlap it. That is it. It is finished. Oh! Do you see this? Oh my goodness, look how it floats through the air. Sparkle, sparkle, bling, bling, glitter, glitter. It looks like I have on a couple bracelets. I'm just like, I wanna put a little bit more bracelets on. No, this is one bracelet, and it looks, oh my goodness, it looks so good back, and it looks so good forward, back, forward. Oh my gosh, I really could just stare at it as usual. I love the jewelry pieces we make on these videos. So what do you think? What do you think about this multi-strand bracelet? If you like it, give it a big thumbs up, comment, share, like, tell others about it. If you've been inspired by this video to make you a multi-strand bracelet, I'd love to see it. You can go to my Facebook and inbox me a message, a picture message of your creation, and I will post it on my Facebook page, letting everybody know what a fabulous job you did of your jewelry creation. But yeah, oh my goodness, look at that. Is that not fun? That is so, I just feel like I gotta shake my wrist. I gotta shake my wrist. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. But that is all I got for you guys this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you want to know when I do more videos, click right here to subscribe to my channel. And then here's 2 more of my other videos that I have done, jewelry making videos on the how-tos of fabulous jewelry making. But that's it. Mwah. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bling, bling. Shake it, 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 shake it.